I love to play The Sims, and if you're in the community, you know that everyone and their mother has done their own makeovers of Townies, which are basically the NPCs of this game. So I decided to try one with a special little twist. My favorite part of The Sims are the Occults, which are basically mythical, supernatural creature Sims. So we're going to be turning all your favorite Townies into Occults. And first off, rather appropriately, we have Bella Goth as a vampire. I wanted to make each character recognizable, but also give them a unique, spooky-looking aesthetic. I use a lot of mods and custom content. While I prefer Maxis Match, which is matching with the official style of The Sims 4, rather than trying to make it look more realistic, I also like to use a lot of fantasy items. I don't really know if there's like a term for this specific aesthetic, but a lot of them seem to have that like 2000s edgy fantasy video game kind of look. Anyone know what I'm talking about? That dress is perfect for this, and I am obsessed with this hat because it looks kind of like a couple hats I own in real life. You know that your fashion sense is messed up when you can go into literally any video game ever and go, hey, I wear something kind of like that. Even in a fairly normal game like TF2, sometimes I'll see a Halloween mask cosmetic and be like, I have that under my bed. Speaking of that game, which I have sold my soul to, I'm now realizing that my Bella Goth makeover looks dangerously close to a very lore-important character in my Team Fortress 2 fanfiction. There are so many jokes I would like to make right now, but they would spoil my imaginary thing that I've been working on for like 1 full year now. So that was how Bella Goth will normally appear in gameplay, but this is going to be her dark form, which only shows up using like certain vampire interactions. I think that the Vampires pack probably has my favorite Create a Sim items out of any pack. I mean, it should be obvious if you know me, but I love that not only do we get beautiful gothic clothing, we also get a lot of disturbing and creepy skin details for Sims, which I think is really cool. And here is our dark vampire Bella Goth. Next up, we will be making Nancy Landgrab as a mermaid. I kind of want to go for like a koi fish look if that's possible. They didn't really give us many options with mermaids. Ooh, that's pretty close to a koi fish. I don't know, because koi fish are like really pretty and fancy, and she's rich. I don't know where my thought process was with this, but koi fish are really cool. I follow this one channel of this guy that like keeps fish, like all sorts of fancy ones, just as a hobby. Like I don't even plan to keep fish in the future. It just makes me so happy to see people out there like sharing their hobby, where even if it's something I wouldn't think I'd be interested in, like their enthusiasm makes me interested in it. These makeups were meant for the aliens in the Get to Work pack, but they work so well with the mermaids. I love how many like non-standard makeup items The Sims has. That's really cool. Like more diversity in colors than like your average Sephora. We need to change her haircut though, because she looks like a Karen, and it'd probably be nice to have something that would like flow better underwater. I normally like this vampire one, but on her, she just looks like a super Karen. Maybe let's give her 2 different hairstyles. I think that the ponytail she wears, this one when she's in her athletic costume, is really cute, so we'll keep that for her human version. As for her mermaid one, we'll pick something else that's not tied down. Oh, I've never noticed this. Oh, it has a braid in the back with a little ribbon. I've never noticed that hairstyle, but it's really cute. Now let's add a little bit of jewelry, because even as a mermaid, she can't live without showing off how rich she is to everyone else. The pearl necklaces work perfectly for this theme. Now let's dress up her human version. I think I want to go for like something kind of tropical to sort of hint at her being a mermaid, but not make it like super obvious or anything. This top really matches the color scheme I gave the mermaid version. I don't really know what else to say, so my fans who are also Simmers, what do y'all think of the new Lovestruck expansion pack, or at least what you've seen so far? I think it has some really cool new ideas, like the Tinder style app, the blind dates and making your sim attracted or not attracted to certain features on a person, but I just don't know. I watched Plumbella's playthrough of it, and she seemed to have a real hard time making the Sims do what she wants them to do. I also feel like it really overcomplicates the entire romance gameplay in The Sims. I'm someone who likes to make families and family lines, and it's probably going to take a lot longer and be a lot harder to have Sims become boyfriends and girlfriends or get married because of all the new features that complicate that. Like, Sims talking to each other about, like, healthy relationships and relationship boundaries is good, and it can probably educate some people about doing that in real life, but I feel like it wasn't something I really needed. I don't know if any of you guys feel this way. I'm just hoping that the new pack will fix certain issues, like Sims flirting with completely random people, or when you're on a date, like going into a group conversation, although that did happen in Plumbella's video. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see until it comes out, which I think is pretty soon actually. And by the way, the furniture looks super cute. I'm sorry, I completely forgot to talk about how we're doing now. We're doing Don Lothario as a werewolf. I thought it'd be fun to make, like, the stereotypical romantic character of the series have this uncontrollable beast form. And I wanted to make him look a little more shaggy and unkempt this time. He kind of reminds me of Louise from Resident Evil 4. I'm still not over Leon calling him Louis in the original. I recently got pretty much all the major packs for Sims 4, and I've been really enjoying it, but, you know, let's just say that a helpful YouTube video showed me where to buy them. I don't think I really have a set-in-stone favorite pack yet. I need to play with them all a little more, but I definitely probably have some favorites already for, like, favorite based on certain categories, like cast or build and buy. My favorite pack for cast, as I said before, is definitely vampires, just because it caters to my style. The furniture for that pack is also beautiful. One pack that I didn't expect to care much about, but ended up really liking the gameplay is Cottage Living. The aesthetic is also so cute as well. Just interesting little thing to note, I removed Don's tribal tattoo in his human form, but it's still on his wolf form, and I have no clue how to change it back, so his wolf version is just going to be tattooed forever, and it looks kind of cool, to be honest. You learn something new about this game every day. This does remind me that I definitely need to download some more customizable Werewolf CC. I like the way they look in-game already, but I just wish we had a few more, like, scary options, like the vampires. If any of you guys know of some good werewolf CC, or just CC that you would recommend, or you think I'd like, don't be afraid to share it in the comments. There is so much good Sim CC stuff on Pinterest, so I ended up signing up for it. You can find me, it's just Orwellian Virus, like, on YouTube, and I mainly use it for Sim stuff. I might pin some fandom stuff or whatever, but you can see stuff I've pinned that I want to download, and then stuff I've already downloaded if you've kind of got, like, similar taste to me and you want some good recommendations. Right now I've mostly got, like, traditional goth kind of stuff on there, but I swear I scroll for 1 minute on Sims Pinterest and I've already found, like, 5 new things to add. I should definitely do a video later on about my favorite CC creators or websites to share with y'all. Okay, so this townie is Vanessa Jiang, and she is one of those townies that, like, you instantly feel drawn to her. I don't know, maybe it's because the blue hairstyle is really cute, so I thought she would make a really fun alien. My favorite townies are always the ones that really stand out and have a distinct look and quirky personality. I guess it's just like my favorite people in real life. I think every town in Sims has just that one neighbor that you're like, yeah, I really like this one, and then, like, all of your Sims are friends with them, or they get married to one of your Sims or whatever. And then the rest of them are just, like, normal people. Most Sims players hate them, but I gotta admit, I have a special place in my heart for the randomly generated NPCs, especially with all the stuff I have downloaded because it is wild. I once had a child age up into a teen and then he suddenly became Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. I do not want one single bit of realism in my Sims. No, make it as crazy as possible. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the new expansion pack will let you have a blind date with a random sim from the gallery, so clearly I need to ramp up my weird sim production and ruin y'all's family trees. I haven't posted on there since I only had base game, but now that I have so many more options, watch out, I'm coming for your sim saves. On my screen is what you can type into the gallery search bar to get my Sims and buildings. They're not very good, but the best one I have made is TF2 Scout and, of course, a female Scout. I also have the main cast of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes movie and the 4 main girls from the Heathers musical if you're interested in those. Let me know if there's any characters or groups of characters that you'd want to see me make in The Sims, or ruin them with my crazy occult styles. I may not be the best at making Sims, I definitely suck at making buildings, but the one thing you can guarantee from me is absolute chaos. So this is the finish, Vanessa Jeong as an alien. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know which makeover was your favorite and what Sims content you want me to do next in the comments.